Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for being in Current Frequency, this community where we all can connect and grow and learn about codes and meditate and a lot of things, amazing things coming for this community. So this time I wanted to, while I give you a few minutes to know that I am alive, this is going to be a free service day. And then Thursday, I don't remember the time that I set in the calendar. I don't remember if it was 11 or 12 Pacific time. And then Sunday, because it's going to be the October 10th, the 1010 portal. Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be live in the meditation at 10:10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you guys would like to know where I'm going to be alive or it's just going to be a meditation, you guys can log into the calendar for the page, and it has been a great support for me. And at the same time, I love that we can all support each other. I am sometimes in dream state. Some of you reach out that I see we're doing healings and stuff like that. And it's part of the grow and the support. Thank you so much for being here. Please share with me how you are doing, the questions that you have. And today, I would like to talk about spirit guides, how we can connect with them. And then at the end, I would like to answer your questions for your spirit guides. But first, let me bring your spirit guides. And I'm going to ask for whoever is meant to be here to receive a message or a healing that I am able to provide whatever that you guys need, and so am I, for all of us together as a community, for the highest good and the best way for all. Okay, that's better. Look, our spirit guides are like a complementary energy that we have for our support. I feel like whenever we agree to come to here, we decided who were going to be our spirit guides. There are different ways to understand, to connect with your spirit guides. We all have a spirit guides. When I do the Akashic Records, and we're going to have Akashic Records session Thursday as a free service too. But when I do the Akashic Records, the majority of us, we have at least three or four. Thank you so much. Three or four spirit guides. Some people will have totem animals, elementals, ancestors, ascended masters, galactic beings, sometimes even beings from other galaxies, but it's going to depend in the journey we have had into our Akashic records. I think when we split for first time from source is something that I have seen from my own experience and in sessions. In source, we are all that it is, right? But then, whenever we split the first time, the first guide we have, it is our guardian angel. Guardian angels really have no gender, no race, no name, guys, because this is all way. Okay, I'm gonna explain this in a different way. They have no name because in the frequency that they be, they just have energy signature. But for us, they are going to give us a name that we feel comfortable so we can connect with them, right? It is like, let's say that someone come to you and said, "Oh, I don't use a Viper anymore, or a letter anymore, but probably because you don't have a cell phone. I'm gonna send you letters every day, so we are in connection with." I hope that makes sense. So some people says that actually, please have your questions. I'm gonna get into those questions at the end of this explanation. Some people says that your true twin flame, it is your guardian angel. because it represents divine in us. It represents our spirit, it represents our purity, the original seed of source within, the aspect that has not ever been incarnated in the physical. Some people define themselves as earth angels because their percentage of angel within it's so high that normally that people is hard to be grounded. Sometimes they are too sensitive people, sometimes they are too emotional, or sometimes earth angels they go wild. Sometimes drugs, alcohol, many sex because it's something that they are not very used to these physical planes, and sometimes they go crazy. It's depending on what we would like to experience. Angels, I do believe, but I'm still learning, they don't incarnate, but we all have angelic frequencies in our team. We all have. Angels are just a bridge for connection with divine in a love-based frequency. Of course, there are fallen angels, but that is another story. The fallen angels are whom are in duality the opposite of that frequency of purity and divinity that the angels that we normally connect hold. Those fallen angels are not that higher in the scale of dimensions. The higher aspect that a soul can choose to be a fallen angel or a dark spirit, it could be in sixth dimension. And normally it is because through darkness, the soul is going to evolve and expand more because that darkness will represent challenge. But I do think angels from the light and angels from the dark, their partnership together. I don't believe in evil, guys, the way that we have heard in religion. Only people who had agreement to connect with evil will have those connections with them. But it's normally not common. Normally, entities that will get attached sometimes are soulless. Yes, they don't have soul. They are programs like viruses of computer we create that represent anger, sadness, anxiety, grief, sorrow, and we can clear them as easily as we meditate or as we sage. They don't have soul. Like a ghost. A ghost is without soul because the soul, when that people died, it went back to earth. But fragments of that soul get attached to earth for something. I'm gonna get into your questions. Please sub your questions. The ones that I'm not able to reply right now, I'm gonna get later and I'm going to go back. This is my perception, guys. When my mediumship was started, I had 5 months daily that I was like in a training with all kinds of entities, even the fallen angels. I think one day I went to heaven like Dante and they explained to me all the things. And I went through all the stages with entity, like being afraid, being upset, being mean with them, cursing them, being paralyzed, crying, trying to give Reiki to them. And at the end, I think at some moments I was empathizing, like, oh my God, you cannot go to source. Do you want a little bit of light? Like, right? And at the end, I realized that those entities were nothing, were just like a bad movie or a bad experience. And sometimes entities are aspect of us. This is what I believe, my own unique perception. I think entities are my own inner battles, but they are not my whole soul. It's just aspect of me that fragmented because they could not integrate whatever happened to them. Like for example, let's say that I was in a crash when I was 3 in a car accident. And at that moment, my fear was so big that an aspect of my 3-year-old split from me because we spin in the road. And I remember that my grandmother protect me. She grabbed and then she got the more impacted because she saved me and my brother. with her body. So I remember that she couldn't walk like for 3 months. And when I started driving, I started panicking because in my body, it was the effect of the trauma from that accident. So those are what for me represent entities. And now I enjoy driving, but I think it is because I heal already that. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes entities are going to look to us as an outsiders because if I could not see myself, how would know the way I look? Imagine if in my reality would be no mirrors, no reflections. I would not know how I look, the shape of my body, my face, unless people will tell me, hey, you are short, you have big eyes, you have brown hair. But that's why we have mirrors. We have mirrors so we can see ourselves. I hope that makes sense. So entities are like, I believe, a program that our guides and I agree to connect it with so we can learn something. It could be to claim our sovereignty. It could be to be in charge of our aura, so we have it clean all the time. It could be because if someone from our ancestors that need assistance, maybe someone who died in World War II and needs to cross over, maybe someone who has a very traumatic experience. So sometimes we just give a service to them by clearing them on meditation. Yes? So moving forward, who are guides? Guides are the same spirit in all of our lives, but in every life they look different. They may have different names because we need different set of guides for different challenges. Maybe the guides that I have in Pleiades are not the guides that I have right now. And sometimes I hear in session people that says, my guides change. No, guides don't change. I mean, they don't quit, they change. Yes, they change because as I grow and evolve, they change into a higher aspect. And higher self change too. When I started with encoded frequency, my higher self, who looks like a male, looked like a wizard, like very druid, King Arthur thing, kind of Merlin thing. And then he changed into like Melchizedek, like Hebrew priest. And now my higher self looks like a lion, looks like a human, very elegant, like a royal lion. This is how my higher self looks. So it has been changing along I have been growing. My guides, I met them because I dream with them and then I recognize them. I have two that are a couple that represent my twin flame connection, a male and a female. They have tan skin like me. The guide represent my main guy. He is the one who agrees with destiny, contracts, things like that. And then the other is kind of like my therapist, my coach. And then I have my grandmother. She is with me all the time. Sometimes I dream with your guides, the ones that I'm going to do a drawing, and then I have my grandma say, no, you have to change the drawing. The alien wants more glow. The skin must be purple or whatever. So my grandma is with me all the time, all the time. Sometimes I dream and I can feel her skinny uh, arms because my grandma was all skinny and she was very strong because she was a Leo, right? So sometimes when I am not seeing something, I'm going to have a dream with my grandma and then my grandma is going to tell me what I need to do. So she's kind of like my guide and at the same time my connection with Lemuria. Yes. And then I have another lion that represents the light language, light codes expert, who I am, who it is, a blue lion from Sirius, a blue ray. I have drawn him before. So the first time in my essence, it is from Sirius. From Sirius, I'm a mermaid. That's why you guys fell asleep in my meditations because my voice transmit healing. So knowing your guides, you guys will know yourself because your guides are aspects of you from other time, space that are in the spiritual realm. Sometimes um we lack of discernment a little bit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you. And then one time in a session, a woman said, Hitler, it's my guy. And I was like, hold on, what is that? I don't think Hitler could be a guide for someone because he must be in the sixth dimension. All guides are in sixth dimension. In sixth dimension, you are connected with spirit. And it is where you do agreements, soul agreements. You can access the Akashic records, a lot of things like that. All that happen in sixth dimension. The galactics that are in sixth dimension, they are normally guides, leader, advisors for other beings that are in lower dimensions like us, for example, but they will be like guides. And then we have many, many guides that comes and go, like Joshua, Mary Magdalene, Isis, shamans, elementals, is going to depend on whatever our journey has been. Every time we split from source, we have a life, an experience, whether we are physical, quasi-physical, or spirit, we have certain knowledge, our legacy for that experience. When we go back to source, we create our history book, that it is the Akashic records, right? Akashic records are organized in Earth, galaxy, and then source. So we have different ways to source our Akashic records. The way I access Akashic records always has been with the approach about being galactic. I'm always telling people, did you know you are from Orion? Did you know you are a starseed, right? Because it is the agreement I have in this life to be a bridge from the galactics into you, and I have been changing along with you guys, right? That's why I do the drawings and stuff. But all that stuff comes from my serious aspect. And my Pleiadian is so gorgeous. It kind of looks like the Lord of the Rings elves. It's a male, very feminine male. And my Pleiadian is my teacher. I have a male and female. I have like a twin Pleiadian guy who I'm always seeing them and then look like elves to me. Yes. And they are perfect, like top models. And those guys will represent the teacher, the wisdom, all the things that I know, and also how way to access to channel all of those things. But then sometimes I dream with my father, sometimes I have other type of guides. Like I was connecting with plants, sometimes I will dream with roses, with my cats, with things. So whatever we are tuning in, it is what we're going to have around. Okay? So who are our spirit guides? Our spirit guides are our servants. Yes, our servants, our guides, our assistants for whatever we need. So if you feel frustrated, blocked, losing yourself for 5 minutes because someone was mean to you or make you lose yourself, bring your guides. Guys, please help me. Please help me to know what I need to do to be connect with them like you connect with your GPS or Siri or Alexa. You guys, you have to grow the connection with them. We all have guides. We all have. Even Hitler had guides, and Saddam Hussein, and Buddha, and presidents, soldiers, everyone. But not for everyone is meant to know to have that connection, only for whoever decide that is going to be for the highest good. So if you would like to get connected with your guys, as simple as you first of all step, trust that the information that's coming from comes from spirit. Be open. If we don't trust, we cannot develop any connection because we really, really, really have to trust we are capable of connecting with spirit. Second, we have to be in receiving mood. We have to allow the connection for happening. Whether you decide to do a meditation, to set affirmations, or do cards for you, whatever you do is going to be step three. Choose a technique for your connection. You could channel, you could use pendulum, you could muscle test, whatever. Four, ask for names. Even though they don't have names, when you call them by name, you develop an intimate relationships. So ask for a sign so you recognize your guys. For me, you guys, I sleep. Sometimes I'm going to see them in my imagination. Sometimes I'm going to feel like my heart melt, my voice go low. But this is my way. So five, recognize your ways. Whatever your psychic gives, it is a more strong. Use that, master it, develop. If you are sentient, if you are clairvoyant, whatever gift you have, practice, be committed, and then have fun with it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. First of all, trust you can. Second, allow the connection to happen. Third, choose your technique, choose your way. Four, ask for a sign, ask for a proof, because as humans, we always need proof. Like, show me that, show me your face, who are you? And then even you guys even ask, show me that again, because I cannot get it. So ask for that sign to be revealed to you in a way that you understand. Fifth, use your strongest qualities. Practice, explore, have fun with it. I hope that makes sense. So I would like to do at the end, or if you guys want me, I can do it right now, a little bit of guides activation, and then I will go with your questions. So please have your questions. The more specific you are in your questions, the more accurate the information is going to be, because it's going to be easier for spirit to bring just what you think you need, because we always receive what we need. So let's close your eyes with me. Type your questions, type your intentions. I'm going to bring your guys and activate the connection that you already have with your guys in a deeper way. I think like 5 minutes, probably light language activation, and then I will do as many questions as I can. Okay? So just close your eyes, please. And just for a moment, tune into your own sacred space. I will teach you to connect with you guys, and we're gonna do it quickly. So all you need to do is to relax and follow my voice as your guide. Nikitikiara koroma, iki ishka toma aseki, iki tiki ishka, ni itikia koma. Let's begin. Nikitikiara koro okeshka tikiara komagi ikiana. Get into a very comfortable position. Invite your guides in your space. Make sure you will not be disturbed. Allow that every noise, every sound take you deeper and deeper into the light. Tekiara koromaki ishka tekorokiana. Breathe a light. Know that breathing it is your connection. And as you empty your mind, ask your mind to collaborate with you. So first, fully inhale positive energy. Inhale the capacity for you to trust, and exhale, just letting go any insecurity, any fear from being in intimate connection with your guides. Neki iteki arakoroko de eshkati ikiana. Inhale goodness and exhale into a deep relaxation. Neki atekorokoro eshka. Inhale allowance, acceptance, connection. And exhale into serenity. Tikiara koromaki ishka ti seki kiana. And lastly, fully inhale the desire to connect with your guides. And exhale into complete relaxation, letting go all the concerns of your days, your questions. Just activate your knowing that you are connected. Just become aware of your body, the space all around you. Miki ate karo koroko teki asa koreki ashka tiki kiana koroko ashka. And now notice the space. You may feel like hug, like held in a beautiful, loving space. Notice the weight of your body pressing down. Notice the earth below your feet, grounding you to a beautiful space of divinity. Good. Te eshkete karakoroko tekia kateki eshkatako koikiana. So now become very aware of a spark of light that comes through the spiritual realm, the sixth dimension, and comes all the way down in the form of a ring of light. It's going to be just right above your forehead, and then going down as a scan device to your temples, your ears, your neck, swirling around, washing away, bidding yourself the stress, the pain, the sorrow, the sadness. Ni iki kiara korokote ishka ti iki ina. Notice your nose. Feel the air passing through as you breathe out. Notice your mouth. Taking awareness into your neck. The tension is just you ask to be released. Notice the sensations in your body making you very relaxed, very connected, but very comfortable. Become more aware of your heart, your chest, your lungs, and the ring of light swirling all around you, expanding, contracting your breath. Perhaps you can feel your heart beating, pumping love and divinity. Now send your focus down to your arms, all the way to your belly, your vital organs. Notice how your belly feels, just digesting the light of the ring swirling all around your chest, your torso, your pelvis, your hips, the sensations, taking you into a deeper awareness, completely connected with Source. As the ring of light goes down through your upper legs, your knees, your ankles, your toes, all the way through Gaia, and then all the way up and down. And now, bring to your mind the image where you are in a table with your guides. Imagine them if you're not seeing anything. Iki tiki ara koromaki eshka tasa koiki ana. Are you seeing you guys? Yes or no? If the answer it is no, create the capacity for you to see them. You may just see the lights. You may see the forms. You may just see a number. 3, 4, 5, 2, 7 beings all around you. You may just know they are with you. So what do you notice your body. You notice expansion, tingling sensations. Notice if you feel love, peace, maybe whispers to your ears. I'm going to download from Source that you can teach yourself to be in intimate connection with your guides. That every day that connections with your guides is going to get better and better in every day, in every way. Niki tikiara koromaki esa te iki eskata ko ikiana. Ine te iki esa ko iki eska tikia koro. Nena te ki esa ko te ki eskato ko mai kiana. We're going to receive a gift from your guides. Each of you will receive a reading right now. We're going to see 3 cards below your eyes. And as you are ready to uncover the first card, you're going to see a word. That is the first message. The second card is going to have a symbol of connection. See it, observe it, memorize it. The third card, as you uncover it, is going to have an image, maybe a tool, an item, maybe a technique, a way. This is something that you can practice for yourself, but also for all others. In the morning, you can ask your guides, what do I need to know right now for the highest good of all? And then be open to receive that connection. As you breathe deeply, 5 cleansing and grounding inhales. You guys are going to go back to a present moment, very energized, very aware, completely relaxed, so relaxed. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. You can come back to a present moment of awareness. 5, 4, 3, more and more aware. 2, very present. 1, completely ready to open your eyes. Each of you received just what you needed, and so am I. I got my guidance too. This is something that you can practice for yourself. I hope you guys like it. Let me see. Drink a little bit of so good. Had an interview yesterday for a podcast, a healing podcast, and we were talking about guides. And it was what was coming true. So I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you so much, you guys, for everything. Let's see the answers for you guys. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate question. Darla Diaz, can I call on any of my 6 guys at the same time? Of course. Guides are all united as one. It's not that like in human form. They're not separate. They may show to you personalities because they have different jobs, but you can call them as a team. And you can connect with your higher self. Your higher self is all aspects of you, including your guides. That was an excellent question. Natalie, could you please give me the names of my guides? Yes. Okay, I'm getting three. Okay, I'm getting Azalia. I'm getting Lily. And I'm getting Turo. Turo is a male. The other two are females. I hope that helps. Natalie. Vanessa, sometimes it's hard to know which is your gift, intuition or clairvoyant or whatever. That's actually an excellent question. I'm sure many people relate to that. But work on your solar plexus, Vanessa, because the more you discover what you are and what you can be, the more clear you are going to be about what are your gifts, the gifts that you have to share, and they are going to be the more activated. And the more you self doubt about what you could do, the more harder it is going to be to recognize them. But I think for you, it is intuition, if that helps. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate blessings for you too. Nicole Hendricks. Hi, Gretel. Any message for me today? Yes. Okay, Nicole, what I'm getting for you it is that first of all, in the midst of transformation or chaos, it's hard to see the goodness that there is in the world. But you guys want you to know that all is well and all is part of the divine plan. They know and then feel they understand that this may seem very challenging for you, but you have the support. It is something that the whole family is choosing in order for you guys to recalibrate yourself into a better mm, symphony between all of you. So sometimes bad things are going to be able to be the greatest gift we can ever had when we're able to turn out to the coin and see the goodness within. Sometimes we want things that they are not meant to happen. And let's say that I'm gonna put myself as an example. I was working selling cars for new cars for Volkswagen, and it was very good money because they were brand new cars. But I didn't like it, even though I love cars. I'm a female that has a lot of male hobbies. I like to watch programs about cars. When I see a car, I said, "Oh my God, that car is so sexy." I like cars. I love them. Racers, Speed Channel, all those things. I love them. It's kind of like my thing, cars, right? But for me, it was hard because the whole working selling cars thing, I hate it because you could not be honest with your client about a lot of things happen around the environment. It was so dense and thick. I hate it, even though I like the cars and I like the connection with the client. The whole reorganization, it was stressful for me and drained me, even though the money I was good. It was so good. The income, I was happy with it. I made a mistake in my job, a battling mistake with a loan that I kick out because I was so ashamed and embarrassed about what happened that I had to quit. And when that thing happened to me, I felt devastated because I was losing the income, because I had no job, because I felt like shit, because of the mistake that I did. Like my face just fell off the, I don't know, myself. And then when that happened, I went to the doctor, the OB-GYN, and then the doctor said that I had a tumor in my belly, that I had cancer. And I was like, oh my God, I have no job, I'm sick, I have no money. What do I do? So sometimes life is going to challenge you to put you into a better direction. And this is my better direction and who I am now. I love it. I love my life. I love all the things happening, but it would not have been possible without my cancer, without me being ending homeless, without a job, with my face off myself and my shame and my pride and everything. I had to go through those things because those things make me who I am right now. A warrior, resilient. I'm letting life to guide me. And it can be scary, guys. It can be scary when we face challenges financially, in health, relationships. It could be scary because it's something unknown, but it does not mean that unknown is not the best thing that can happen for us. So, for many of us right here, allow yourself to let go the things that you want to and be open for what spirit and your guides can advise you to what may be better for you. So, if a job is off, let the job off because know that a new job is going to come or relationship or whatever. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Do a lot of meditations, and Nicole, lastly, it feels like sometimes you lost yourself into being frustrated, negative, like there is no solution. So have faith and hold into the light, stay in the light, hold into the positive. You are going to be shown the way. Trust me, but we cannot see the way when we are not in connection. So, first step, reconnect. Second step, trust that spirit is supporting you. And third, allow guidance to come to you. Thank you, Julie. Appreciate. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Let me see who is next. And one way or another, guys, you are all going to receive your insights, including me. Thank you, Julie. Thursday at the same time, thank you, Vanessa. I would like to do a little bit of Akashic Records, like for example, why it is challenging for me to do this and that, and then we can go travel in time and then see how it goes. Let's see how it goes, because I never have done that. Thank you, Judith. I've never. If my guys and my Natalie asks again, if my guys are my ancestors, no, we all have a star family, Natalie. Look. At the spirit level, things are not exactly as straight the way we want to because we humanize things so we can understand them. But perhaps your ancestors are your guys from the stars too, because we have souls in the multiplicity of time. We can be many. In fact, we are many. Many in one. This is just one aspect of you, but you are many. But your spirit guys, look, the way that I understand, because I'm still learning, spirit guys, they were assigned for this life, that they may have past lives with you like an ancestors, but you don't have just ancestors. You are going to, unless this is what they're serving for you, we're going to have just the team that we need for this life. I hope that makes sense. This is what I'm seeing in the Akashic records, by the way. Yes, yes, it is. Let me see who else. Robin, thank you. Robin Ray. Is there any specific angelic being that I should call on the voices? Yes. I'm getting that Archangel Raphael for you, Robin. I think you are in healing. Um, Archangel Raphael, it is the magician, it is the healer. Many people says that Merlin was an aspect of Archangel Raphael. Many people says also that Todd from uh, Egypt was the one who wrote the emerald tablets, it was also connected with the same oversoul of Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael does not incarnate it, but some of aspects of those beings that I mentioned, at least in my Akashic records, they are connected with Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is not going to be only the one from the emerald green temples, but also he has the capacity to provide knowledge about herbs and crystals and spells and things that I didn't know that, but I think I know now. It's just coming true. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see. Anna Murphy. Yes. Do my angels have a message for me today? Yes. Stay in the light and shine brightly. This is what I'm hearing for you, and I hope that makes sense. As your frequency changes, Judith Somerville says, does your guides change? They look in the appearance, but it's going to be the same being like, for example, my 5-year-old Gretel looks different than the 20-year-old Gretel than this 42-year-old Gretel. It's the same energy signature, but is going to be upgraded. I hope that makes sense. This is the way that I do understand it, at least. Julie, thank you. Let me see if I have new questions. Amber, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support, Laura. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see. From Sharina from the Galactic, can I have a healing from you, from my heart? Yes. Yes, you do have a message, but I from Charina, but I think I will do it in language of light. And okay, yes, she's excited. Just tune into your heart. I'm going to do a sound and then a short transmission of light language just for you. Na lete kiara koroma iki ese kotiki ishka. Ti kiara koro ose kianake te kiara ko. That's good. That was good. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see if I have more questions. Gabriel Reed, doing well. Thank you. Dreams being active. Yes. Yes. Okay, I got that. Trust your dreams because they are guidance. You are doing a lot of work on your dreams. So be very attentive before you open your eyes and leave bed to recapitulate and then go back to see if you can remember your dream to imprint the message in the physical. I hope that helps. And your third eye, it's being activated. That's why you are having a lot of dreams. Let me see if I can go back. Jody, nice to see you. Do we have a guide named Daniel or Francesca? Is there any the only names? You have both. You have a guide Francesca and you have a guide Daniel and then you have a guide Salvatore and then you have another guide Nina and then you have another guide named Jack. I hope that makes sense. Jody, thank you. Let me see if. Thank you, Judith. Julie, Robin. You can meet your guides. Okay, let me see. the easiest way for you to reconnect with your guides, it is through meditation, I think. And the first time, let me see if I can. Thank you, Stacy. Appreciate your support. Unity of love. Doing this at the gym. What's that third card again? It was an image about something you will be as message for you. Sarah's Naido, any message for you? Thank you. Yes. You're holding in a beautiful green light today. I think you are healing, Sarah. Fate to the unseen is going to make you very strong for the things that come ahead. Okay, I don't understand that. Let me ask you guys to be more clear. Okay, there are things coming for you, Sarah. This is the way that I understand it. That you haven't been able to perceive yet that will happen in your reality. So have faith that those things that unexpectedly will pop up into your life are going to be part of your soul evolution. Okay, think. The names of your guides, Coco? Yes, let me see. Okay, I'm getting Lila, and this is like a child. Yes. Oh, you have a child in the future. A hybrid child, Coco. Like human and galactic. It's it looks human but with bigger eyes and beautiful blonde, like albino almost. Beautiful blonde hair and like olive skin, Lila, and she smiles like kiss you. Okay, and then you have dragons. Dragons don't provide a name. They look very fiercey. You have an Arcturian guide. You can call the Arcturian Grace. And then other god is called Otto. And another god says that this is a female. It's giving Jo, like J-O, like ho, ho. Yes, yes, I hope that helps. Ellie, Rutiva, probably. Any advice from my guides about my job? Are they around me? Yes. They know you need them. They know you are struggling and they want you to know that every time you feel struggling, they are like, I see them like sending Reiki to you, like bowing to you, sending love and support. But sometimes you are not tuning to the channel where you can feel them. Breathe. Practice with breathing exercises on being in your center. Meditate. Don't forget to meditate. Uh, but don't forget to fill yourself with love every day. That's gonna help you, Ellie. But yes, they are with you, Joanna. The names of your guides. Let's see. Okay, you work with many guides. You even have one that looks like a phoenix. Beautiful. I think it's a solar beam. That doesn't give me a name. Okay, and then I think it's like a protector. It looks like higher than dragon. Hmm, maybe angelic? I don't know. It looks like a phoenix. It's beautiful. Okay, Joanna. With you, I'm seeing five. Okay, one says Nalia. Nalia? Yes. Okay, this looks like mystical, like a little bit witchy, like a little bit magician, like from a fantasy movie. She looks like in lavender and is white, uh, maroon hair, I think. Probably like fairy like a little bit. Now, Leah, I don't know how that will be rated. And then another says that Soho, this has dark skin, I think like Egyptian, skinny, beautiful black eyes, very strong personality. Uh, this is the guide of wisdom. Soho, yes. It's a star being, but also he has been having in his own energy lives on Earth. And then another says Anna. Anna looks like an ancestor of yours, looks white, probably European. And then there is one that is, I think, elemental, that's not giving a name. It's just like a sound. It looks like bells, like ringing bells, like I don't know. Yes. It's like fairy. Yes, you could use bells or sounds to communicate with this fairy, but it's not provided a name at all. But it looks like green. It looks like green, yes. And then there is another male. This is called Jordan. Jordan? Yes. This looks like Pleiadian. It looks like from the stars, Joanna. It looks like a soulmate of yours that comes from the sixth dimension to be part of your team. Jordans look quite handsome, actually. Yeah, like look good, Joanna. Okay, yes. Let me see if I have new. Okay, I can see. Let me adjust. Gabriel, it doesn't work like that. Whatever you dream, you already know it, but you are going to practice using your intuition to know whatever that spirit wanted you to know in that moment. So whenever you are waking up that nirvana state between sleep and woke up, like me right now, that I'm like in between, hold on for a second and then dive into what you feel. And that feeling is going to be the answer. I hope that helps. Judy, it was Daniel, it was Francesco, and it was like Salvatore. Yes. I hope that helps. Sometimes I will forget. Heather, name of you guys. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay. You have three females. Pearl, Rose, Lily. And then you have a male that says Lucas. Yes, Lucas. It looks like big, strong. And then I'm seeing a feline with you, Heather. A feline from the stars that protect you. And for the feline, you can call him R-O and then W. I don't know how that will be pronounced, but I think the feline is like a shapeshifter. It was like changing form. I hope that makes sense. Let me see if I have any other. Thank you all for your stars and your support. Let me see if I can refresh. And Thursday around the same time, I would like to do another free service. But that time, I would like you guys to ask for things that you are healing, that you feel blocked, like a little bit like shadow work. Like, for example, let's say that someone says, like, oh my God, I can have a good relationship with my mom, and then we can travel in time and then heal and see what it is in your Akashic records that you guys are working out. I think I have no more questions. No more questions. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Deborah, any message for me at all? Yes. Rejoice in your soul, says your guides. I hope that makes sense. It feels like whatever represents joy and fun for you, go for it. Nella, all of you, thank you much for being here. I think I am going to do, not worry about it. I'm doing a reading today. I was talking about guides. Guide's name, Christine Holiday. Yes. Okay, thank you so much for being here, Christine. Okay, I'm getting one female. It says Ola. And then there is another ancestor, says Tanik, T-A-N-A-K as in kite. And then, hold on, many guys right here. Okay, Christian. Okay, you are very connected to Christ consciousness, and I see that in your path and your team of guides, like you're connected with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, mm, coming from their bloodline, I think from Syria. This is something that's coming to you. And from the ones that I already have, like Ola and Tanek, you have another one that looks like elemental that says Lu. It looks like a fairy. And then another that says Juno, Juno. And that I think is a being from the stars because their gender, it seems like very even, like very neutral. Okay, this is like a star being, but at the same time, like lives from the future, like from Earth, that we become galactic. I think in the future, our gender is going to be very neutral. Like right now, we have probably more sexual orientations than political parties. Like, I don't know how many, because we're trying to feed ourselves, and then if we don't have a sexual orientation that fit for us, it is created. So right now it feels like we are at the collective, like in a type of exploration, like what I like, where do I fit? And after that, we're going to be in a more neutrality. What I remember from Lemuria, it was like when I was born, I was not chosen a name or a personality, like the clothing, it was like very neutral gender. And then whatever you had, like three or four, you will choose, okay, I like male, I like female, I want to be bi or whatever. And then you will find your own direction into energy predominant masculine or feminine or both, or yes, like neutral. And I think it is like where we are going, at least in my timeline. So those androgynous, they could be female or or male, but sometimes the energy is very neutral that it's hard for you to decide which it is. But some star beings, they actually have no gender. They are so neutral within that is hard to decide. Male look like very female, and female look like very male or feel very male. So, mm, let's see. And I think where we're going, it's more like less judgment and more like creating the space, whatever is safe for us to be in our own authenticity. And it's something that we are learning that in other planes it doesn't exist. I hope that makes sense. And I think I don't have any more. Can you tell me if I'm guiding about the frequency I'm about to write? Yes. It's like a yes. Uh, by the frequency. It's like a yes, I'm bought. Thank you. Thank you all. Agus, frecuencia, arcoiris. Yes, change career. I'm seeing like a yes very strongly. You will know whenever it is time. Thank you, Christine, for being here. Thank you, all of you, for being here. I'm not been showing up any messages, but the ones that I miss, you guys, if you guys have time or anything, I'm going to be. Remember that we have meditation 5 a.m. and p.m. every day in our healing circle that you guys receive healing for our guides. Because Encoded Frequency is not me, it's all of us together. And I want Encoded Frequency to be an online community where we all can grow together. I'm just like the creator of the page, but the page is alive, but all our intentions. So as long as I can, I'm going to be doing these free services for all of us. So the next is going to be Thursday, sign up in the calendar. And then Sunday, because it's at 10:10, and we are going to start the new course with angels, I'm going to do a live transmission, whatever they would like to share. That day, I'm not going to do questions. I'm just going to share whatever the angels have for all of us, but I think it's going to be healing. I feel like healing for all of us. And thank you all for your support and your donations. Facebook is changing the rules, so they are asking me for certain things that I have to have in the page. I haven't been blocked ever. All the things I post, they always go around without any restriction. So they are asking for certain hours alive, certain stars, things like that. And you guys are responding. I'm very grateful, and they have been donating to me money in publicity. So this is why I'm doing the lives and I'm doing the healings. I'm working out the best way that I can with Facebook so we can all keep being here, growing together until things change. I don't know how things are going to change in the future. I know many people have Telegram and stuff like that. If you would like to, in YouTube, you guys can follow me also in the community. And then I'm trying to change the page to see if I can do lives through the page. I am doing certain changes on the page. In January, we're going to be able to have prints. I know many people ask me for prints, but I'm going to change the services a little bit and the way I am working out with you guys, probably more through the membership. The membership is working very good. It's being very affordable, and you guys have access to. I think I have like two more than 200 videos exclusive for the ones in the membership. And my idea it is that I can go as affordable as I can because I know a lot of people is struggling with the economy. So it's the way I'm being guided to work. So let's see how it goes. Remember, thank you. Thank you, Ago. Appreciate it. Mm, I have a new meditation that I posted on YouTube today that is a journey travel to Venus. It is very lovely. It was a meditation that I did in the morning. I have another new meditation. I'm doing new meditations and meditations that you already know in the Healing Circle. Please sign up the days that you can, that you feel guided. And for the ones that are going to be with me in the course, it is 14 meditations with the archangels, $2 each. I think the price it is 28.88, and we're going to start Sunday. If you would like to know more, look in encodedfrequency.com. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. See you guys later on in the Healing Circle. Bye bye. My love and appreciation.